better idea of who you are, what you're going through in this journey, and which role you play. Again, it is a general reading, so please only take what you feel applies, okay? And, you know, again, general readings are more so for your entertainment than anything. If you want to book a personal reading, please follow the description box below. You will see my email. You'll email me there, and from there, I will send you my link to my website, or we can just chat. There's multiple ways that we can go about booking. Do keep in mind that there is a protocol in how we book and how we are delivered our purchased item. I will tell you, I will email it back to you, and you will see it presented on my website before purchase, okay? Do keep in mind for all of those that are rushing in, it seems like, and I'm so encouraged by it, you know, wanting to get clarity, answers, truth, and moving forward, basically wanting to feel empowered. That's what I'm all about, and providing you the answers in which you seek. But do keep in mind that depending on the package that you do purchase, there is a time and date specific of when you will be receiving this purchased item. We will only purchase via WhatsApp. So if you do not have that app and you are looking to book with me, do consider booking, downloading the app. If you do not download the app, we do not continue service. Okay, so please keep that in mind. There are a few of you that are brand new, and I'm letting it slip because I did not reiterate that on my website. Now it is, and now I will be. You know, everybody has their preference, but when you're working with me, it's my guidelines, okay? Thank you so much for paying attention. Thank you so much for your respect and honor in my protocol and guidelines, as they will always be maintained to my liking, because there is a method to my madness. All right, so I hope I made that clear enough. Anything else that I want to address? Yes, also, for those who are booking certain packages, certain benefits are allowed. So if you are not a VIP member, if you do not purchase the VIP member package, FaceTime is not an option. There's only two packages I have, VIP and then the standard package of 20, 30 or an hour, okay, or a same day package is not a VIP package. You are only allowed a phone call, live session, or video sent, all via WhatsApp. Again, via WhatsApp. I do not send videos, upload videos. You would do so kind as to follow my instructions, okay? So, all right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the likes, comments, and the subscribes. I really appreciate all of the comments that you guys and gals leave. I love the participation. I love the questions. I love that you guys can interact with one another, because who better to talk with than the ones watching the same video you're watching for the same sort of clarity. So I love that. Keep empowering everyone, and let's get into it. So we're going to see the karmic versus the divine feminine. Get ahead, or wrap our head around what the two parties are currently going through. So first off, the divine feminine. She starts off with the Page of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands. So far we have Earth, Fire, the Chariot, Water, Cancer energy, and we have the Four of Swords with the Air energy. Okay, so we have every kind of energy up here. It looks like as far as emotions go, we're moving a little in sporadic. We're moving kind of sporadically, or we're moving quick, kind of really emotion. Okay, so we're definitely, divine feminines are in our emotions. We are letting our emotions kind of get the best of us. Some of us are letting our emotions drive. Okay, so our emotions are the driver's seat, and everything else passenger and behind in the back seat. Okay, so it looks like the Chariot is our driving force. So with the emotions, with Cancer moving in naive ways. If the number 7 means anything to you, it's my favorite number. But this Chariot card can talk about moving. You could be doing a lot of things with really heartfelt emotions, crying almost in everything that you do. Okay, or if you're not crying in the sense of the sort where you're blue in everything that you do. And some of us are trying to take the money and security up off of the ground. Some of us are trying to tame our passion, because we realize we like talk, or we do a lot. We're hasty with our actions. We're getting into fights where we go, or things aren't working out. We're quitting before we get ahead, kind of thing, after we got ahead, so the Ten of Wands can talk about, hard work and being humble, building, starting back from the ground up, a lot of burdens, a lot of things that we're now having to deal with on our own, you know, after everything is said and done. The Four of Swords is some meditation. So I love how that's the last card in our deck after we get moving. So just because, you know, we're in our emotions heavily and deeply, that we may have been inflicted by others or not so by others right now, regardless, I'm glad that we're able to take some time out for ourselves and just relax and think and do nothing. So that's kind of what's going on with the Divine Feminine. I get a sense of urgency. You know, you're on your journey, Divine Feminines. I feel like right now no one is going to tell you anything, what the Chariot also means, because you're already up on your game, and it's not something that people are upset about. Actually, only a negative force would be upset about the way that you get up and the way that you're starting to take and, you know, take things off of the ground. You know, the bird has left the nest. It's time for you to kind of keep moving and find out what your legacy is going to bring. Find out what your legacy beholds. Okay, I know that some of us are scared of relocating. Some of us are scared of being put out. Some of us are scared of relationships ending, money failing. But it looks like the Divine Feminine found that, you know, some of you are realizing or having dreams that if you don't get up, then when you're being put up when you're put up by the divine, it's game over. Now you have no choice but to go their way strategically and start from the ground up. So a lot of us are working with what we have now and using what we do have before we lose it to be able to work our way up. And it looks great, and we're taking time out for ourselves while we still have the home, while we still have the foundation, etc. Okay, the karmic partner, the Page of Swords. She starts off with the Page as well. She has the Ace of Cups, the Judgment card, and the Two of Wands. So it looks like the karmic here is starting off on new grounds as well. She looks like she's also established, as well does the Divine Feminine. But it looks like she's in a getting up and getting ready to go stage 2. Okay, it looks like her time here in this comfort where she is, okay, and who she's with, it looks like that time is running out, and it's time for her to manifest anew. Okay, with this Ace of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, looks like she's manifesting a new love. She needs to manifest new communication, which has always been here. The Divine Masculine could be an air sign, or she could be an air sign, but the communication is something that always needs to come up first, because she needs to make sure, of course, that they're on the same page as far as what they want to do, what they know, how they feel, what they believe in. That's core. That's very a core asset to their relationship, is that they are both on the same page as far as intellect and what they believe in and their traditional views, right? Whereas divine partners would break those traditional views that are keeping them in karmic loops. But now, so that's important. And then the Ace of Cups is something that when you're needing to move forward and start anew, you know, you need to make sure that the love is renewed and that there's no kind of, you know, same and ending. If you're renewing your vows, they need to be new vows, right? They need to be something new, something that you've learned along this semester, right? So to speak, in this relationship. The love aspect, the fact that it's an ace, is something that's not only a positive thing in real life, you know, needing to be, because we're all people. These are people who cook your meals, watch your kids. So let's not say this and that about people. Let's just be honest. Let's be real, and let's be humble, divine feminines. But and kind of you know, because what we need to know here is that this Ace of Cups is also something that you're humble. Now I can tell you, you know, if it's an ace, it means it fell and it needed to be rebuilt again, okay? And it can only have started there with this communication of like, wait, do you still believe in this? Do you still think that this is a smart thing to do? Do you still think that this is this? And then there's both a correspondence of yes, and then so they can, this is automatically activated, okay? So then we have the Judgment card, the number 20 here, if this means anything to anyone. For the Divine Feminines had the number 7, Major Arcana, and the Karmic has the number 20 here with the Judgment card. Judgment can mean a whole heap of things, you know, but Judgment is a reiteration, or is like the I said the semester for her is like a test at the end of the semester, not a pop quiz, okay, a test at the end of the semester. These would be those pop quizzes, and it's supposed to judge, it's supposed to understand, it's supposed to get them to understand, like, you know, when you are going through a game, right? Imagine you're going through a maze, you're supposed to get all of the tokens. This is the token somewhere in that maze, the first token or something like that, that is supposed to activate only what you've put in. So these two things are going to manifest in their relationship, the Page of Swords and a newfound love. Now, remember, pages, some people don't take them as seriously, right? Because this is I like to say this is a traditional view. This is yet a young boy or a young mind still, of an adolescent, 20 and younger type of thing. Or anyone who's just fleeing a family or a cult or a tradition that they've known for so long. And then they're finally out on their own, or they're finally not being brainwashed because they have their own intellect and they learn how to speak. When they go out into this open world, this person can become anyone. They can become a page of wands. But what I'm saying is they can become someone who uses their talents for good, for bad. I mean, this page can go any way that they want to. I hope that makes sense. So, you know, and then boom, and then but the judgment card is to decide where they're going to go with those efforts. What's going to manifest from those two efforts, from what the divine, from what their source has given them, from what they both understand to be true, to be logical, and to get them by and by. Something that can keep manifesting this new start for them. Okay, so the judgment card is here to shed light on that. It's here to shed light on the evil, on the good. It's everyone is equal. It's here to shed light on exactly what they're trying to cook up here in this big witch's pot. Okay, for those who can't stop talking about witch and demons and devils and that, this and that. All right. Then we have the Two of Wands, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy here. So it's safe to say that the money right now is being put on hold, and everything else that's the core, right? So there you go. Knows that the core of this relationship, or of a relationship of love, is not necessarily of the material things. Okay. And security that they've built in knowing what they both agree on and what can manifest from that and what they can keep going. They have a security that keeps falling, is known as the tower, and it's still built on a foundation. That would be their security. But I love how the earth energy is not here, because as far as the money, what's kept them going, they know for a fact, especially the karmic, that that's not what keeps them around. It's these views, it's the vows, okay? It's that we'll stick together right now because we have the same mindset as one thing. Okay, so this is what she's coming in as. So then the judgment card, and then the Two of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, and this is someone, right? And I believe that this would be the both of them, but we're looking at the karmic side here and what she's offering to the table. Okay, she doesn't get off so easily here with this judgment card. I can feel it. But the Two of Wands talks about someone leaving an establishment or leaving a marriage or turning away from, so that, you know, they can go over yonder, go overseas, find out their passion, find out what they want to be determined in, or they're just determined to leave. They have the ball in their court. You know, the world is in their hands to what's next, and to be so close-minded isn't a thing that I want to be able to do. With this Ace of Cups, remember, anything can come about. We don't know what Judgment Day showed her. We don't know what she knows, okay, as this adolescent kind of mind, or as this new mind manifests with this Page of Cups. It's a new mind and manifestation here that is just fleed the nest and is liable to learn whatever they want to learn, is liable to know whatever they want to know and bestow upon others, okay? So that's kind of what's going on with the two parties. I hope you guys enjoyed what's going on. We'll get another video and we'll do separate videos on the divine and the karmic and kind of elaborate and see if the story, you know, adds on, or if it's still in the same position after we upload the video. So I want to get one advice card for the divine feminine for her journeys and her troubles and everything else. So we have the Two of Pentacles. More security check and more money. Keep working. There's a lot that's going to be thrown in your way. We see people, we see influences, we see emotions, we see hell of emotions, to just say that, to be honest, to say that, to be clear. And we want to make sure that we know it's a lot, the divine says, but know that your time is coming to be able to travel, to be able to feel that love you've been wanting to feel, to be able to touch that water, to be able to go elsewhere. But right now you need to balance all that you've got going on, learn how to organize and learn how to build. Okay, so let's see what the karmic partner has. If you're watching and you know you're a karmic partner, you have the suspension in reverse. Okay, so I think I'm going to put that back in the deck just because karmic partner, if it comes back on. All right. Okay. So the suspension kind of card is correct. So the fact that the karmic is in suspension here tells me about that these plans is something that she is going to try to manifest. This is what she has on her own and what she can give. This is what she can give.